Hey, welcome to Nerdmazing. Come on in. Now, before you start browsing at all the action figure reviews that we have here, I've got something for you that I think you're gonna like. Now, this Batman action figure just came in, and I think it's gonna make you want to slap all your other Batman action figures, and I'll show you why later on in this review. I got here the Batman Detective Comics version from the DC Multiverse line from McFarlane Toys, and I think you're gonna like it. So, let's go ahead and check it out. And starting off, let's check out the packaging. It's the standard McFarlane Toys packaging with the figure behind clear plastic, DC Multiverse logo right here, Batman right here as well, the McFarlane logo right up there. And to know which Batman you're getting, it is the Detective Comics number 27. So that's here on the side, and not on the other side, but you get some kind of interesting QR code. But outside of that, the interesting part is right here in the back. This is the one from the Detective Comics. So we got the Batman, nice illustration from the original front cover. So it's funny he has blue hands here, but purple hands there. So don't know what that's all about, but that's that. So on the bottom, toy jargon, the UPC code if you're interested. And the top, nothing special, just some clear plastic. All right, let's go ahead and open this figure up. Starting off with the accessories, you get this set of alternate hands in purple with more of a kind of an open, crooked finger kind of a deal. Almost looks like he's about to hold something, grasp something. Kind of interesting. In purple in color, little bit of the fold right here from, I guess, the fabric. Nice knuckle details. It's really, really gorgeous looking. Other side, not too bad. Really great job on the finger sculpt. The whole hand sculpt itself is beautiful in this. Onto the other set of hands, more of an open hand kind of a deal. Almost like Batman's gonna have to slap somebody. Poor Robin. Just like those memes. Again, same purple coloring, but this one is really weird. You get a lot of that folding texture throughout the hands. Fingers are kind of stubby like, and right here as well, you see a lot right here on the underside where the palm's at. Almost reminds me of like he's wearing medical gloves. Kind of weird that this would be for a Batman action figure. Maybe he's Batman on a budget. He can't afford leather gloves. He's got to wear those plastic medical gloves. Who knows? You get the standard DC action figure stand that comes with the majority of all of these DC Multiverse action figures. So there you go. Nothing special too much here. And for some reason, Batman comes with a blue pipe wrench. So I have no idea why. I've never read the comics. I'm not that old for this particular one. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have his utility belt that's working properly and he's gonna have to use whatever he can find. It's a nice looking pipe wrench, don't get me wrong. Great texture on the handle. Right here on the top, got the little nub, so it kind of shows it's adjustable. Maybe Batman fixes someone's plumbing, who knows? But there you go, he's got a pipe wrench. Awesome. And like most of the action figures that come in these DC Multiverse, you get a nice kind of a card. This one has that Detective Comics number 27 front cover right here. Very nice, very nice. And Batman is saving somebody, it looks like. And again, showcasing those blue-handed gloves instead of the purple ones that are given to us. And on the back, here is Bruce Wayne's info from this particular Detective 27 comics. You can pause the video to read that if you like. But let's go ahead and move on to the action figure. So let's check out the details on this Batman action figure. Starting with the head, he has white pupils. That's awesome. I love that. Great sculpt on the head. I love the expression that he has, which is pretty much no expression. I mean, it's that pure grim determination to stomp out the criminal evil within Gotham. I love the bat mask that he has. Great ears. These are awesome. Probably just like what they do in the comic books on that one, that number 27. So that's awesome. Really sharp. They're kind of hard. A little bit of soft give right there. But beautiful features overall. I'm actually surprised he doesn't have a little bit of a stubble. But he's a clean-shaven Batman. He's got a nice kind of light bluish gray coloring throughout. Simplistic Batman logo in black. Great sculpt on the muscles. They're defined, but they're not super detailed because they're kind of behind this fabric armor that he has. You can tell his fabric, he's got this nice, wonderful full lines that are here that just kind of stretch and pull. A little bit, maybe you can kind of see a vein, but I like the fact they didn't go super detail on that just because of the clothing. Wonderful bright yellow utility belt all around. That is gorgeous. He's got his kind of black underwear going on right there, so you know his little tidy whities. And yeah, there you go. Down legs, again, great leg sculpt. His feet in a nice black mat. Beautiful, beautiful, pretty simplistic. No laces, not too bad. Again, sporting those purple gloves, or purple hands. Again, with that weird kind of texture that almost looks like it's a medical glove, but it's in that closed fist style. And this is what I'm really excited about, because you really don't get this a whole lot when it comes to Batman action figures from the McFarlane line, especially with the DC. But this fabric cape, oh, this is gorgeous. Loving the sheen on it. It's kind of a like plasticky feel, but not like a bad plastic feel. And I think it has wire in it, so you can do some poses. So that's so awesome. This is what I'm really excited about. This soft goods cape that he has, because normally they all come in a plastic one that you really can't manipulate the cape. So I'm very excited about this piece right here, and I can't wait to utilize it in toy photography, because then the cape almost becomes another aspect of the figure, adding more dynamics. So let's check out the size of this action figure. And as you can see, this Batman stands at an impressive 7.5 inches tall, from his Batman boots all the way to those bat ears on his mask. And if you're a fan and collector of the DC Multiverse line, here's how this Batman's going to stand up with heroes and villains from that series. And again, if you're collecting this line, you probably have a ton of Batmans. So here's how this Batman is going to stand up with other Batmans. So let's check out Batman's articulation. Starting with the head, side to side, everything seems to be happening here at this neck joint. And it looks like it's on a ball joint. He has nothing right there on the head. That's a pretty solid piece. But he does turn around. Not too bad, a little stiff. Forward, not too bad. Back, he kind of stops right about there. Side to side, so-so. But overall, not too bad of motion. Wish he had a little bit more like a head turn, but it's, again, solid piece right here from the neck up. All right, for the shoulders. Really nice, really nice. Great T motion, as you can see. Got a bit of a butterfly joint right here. So a little stiff. They're not going to do too much. At least not at the moment. So, all right, let's check out the rotation. Nice 360 right there. Great. Bicep swivel. Whoop, there he goes. Really nice, really nice. Kind of a little bit of a locking action going on here, but you know, double jointed elbows. Pretty good. So they're going to stick really good, as you can kind of hear. That locking aspect, so that's nice. Right here at the hand and the wrist. Wrist spins around, hand points inwards and points outwards some. Not too bad. Let's see, he's definitely going to have like kind of a ball joint right there. Spins around. Really nice, really nice. And you get some bit of a shimmy here. And not much of a crunch motion on this part, just very little right here. Hopefully it's going to happen. Let's see, push him down. Nope. Not much of a crunch motion right there. I was hoping he's going to have some at the utility belt line, or even something there, but no, that's about it. Legs, splits nicely, kicks forward, kicks back, like you can see, really good. Little bit of rotation here at the hips, knees. Again, you get that kind of locking aspect, the double knees joint, but it's kind of pretty smooth. Let's see if you can hear it. Maybe. I can definitely feel it when I bend the knees. Let's see, the legs, nothing there. Feet, point down, point up. Got the quintessential toe articulation that comes from these this line, the DC line. And let's see, he's got rocking, really smooth. Awesome. Put these arms down. I don't think there's any more articulation on the actual plastic part of this figure. Well, stuck right there. But again, as I showed you a little bit earlier, the cape itself has movement, has a wire aspect that you can kind of move and bend it to how you see fit. So that's going to be really fun. And I can see a lot of toy photographers loving this aspect, hopefully, as well as anyone who loves collecting the DC Multiverse lines, especially all the Batmans. I mean, you're going to get a lot of great things you can do to just kind of put him in a dynamic pose. So very excited about that. All right, well, let's go ahead and check out some action figure poses as I'm talking about them, as well as my pros and cons on this Batman action figure. As for what I do like about this Batman, the color and sculpt is pretty good, except for the hands, which I'll talk about in a second. But overall, it's got that nice stylized version that mimics the Detective Comics number 27 very well. The coloring on this figure is pretty good, has nice solid coloring, and you got that bright coloring on the utility belt, which makes it pop. The sculpt is excellent. All the muscle details are there. It's fantastic. Even got the little folds that I talked about earlier within the kind of cloth armor. And I really do like the face sculpt, especially since it's stylized after Detective Comics number 27, which just gives it a very unique and fresh look on a Batman action figure, especially the other ones that get released from McFarlane Toys. But what really sets this Batman apart and why you want to buy this is the cape itself. This thing is fantastic. This is the reason you're gonna slap your other Batman action figures. This is the first soft goods wired cape I've ever gotten from a McFarlane Toys action figure, especially a Batman. Normally you have that semi-soft, solid plastic cape on the back of Batman's that really does not move. But this just opens up a wide range of possibilities when it comes to posing this action figure. You get so much more freedom of articulation, and it's gonna be great for toy photography. The cape itself almost acts as a whole nother entity that you can play with this Batman action figure. It really just makes it so dynamic. And it's the reason why I got it in the first place and that I'm so excited to showcase it to you. And I did a ton of action figure poses on it. I couldn't even put them all in here, so I'm gonna link to that later on in this video so you can check out all the poses I did. Now, as for what I don't like, it really comes down to the hands. And let me explain. First off, the coloring does not match what is shown on the Detective Comics. They're purple, but they're blue on the comics. So why make it purple there, Todd McFarlane? I don't understand. Why not make it blue like the comic book cover, especially since it's printed on the packaging and the trading card. And that open-handed kind of slapping style hand really looks like he's wearing medical gloves. There's too much folding in the actual hand itself, especially on the palm side. And the fingers look a little bit, maybe a little too thick for it, like he is wearing gloves. It just doesn't look good to me. And with the pipe wrench that he comes with as an accessory, none of the hands can properly hold it. The closest thing you have is that open-handed crooked finger version, which you can kind of get in there, the pipe wrench, but you have to balance it in such a way that you really can't do any swinging motion, anything dynamic with it, because it just will fall out. You'll have to use some kind of adhesive to place it in there to secure it. So kind of sad that you didn't actually get a gripping holding hand for that accessory. But I didn't get this action figure for the hands, I got it for the cape, and I think, again, this Batman is great. So, what did you think about this Batman Detective Comics 27 action figure? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you made it this far in the video, consider dropping a like. Well, this was really awesome to showcase to you. I had a blast myself seeing everything you could do with it. But you don't have to leave. I know you're busy. I know you want to keep browsing. In fact, you probably want to check out these action figure poses I did with this Batman, or check these out right here. Well, again, thanks so much for coming here to Nerdmazing, and this is Adam, and I'll see you next time.